Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube tutorial for SSIS. In this tutorial, you are going to learn how can you load an Excel file with multiple sheets with different schema. Please stay tuned for this video. So here you are going to learn how can you configure your connection for Excel file, then how can you configure your local variables in SSIS, and then how can you configure your SQL connection with your database. So here you can see we have an Excel file that is employee data. In this employee data file you can see we have employee sheet, department sheet and project sheet. So and every Excel sheet has a different schema. Now we are going to upload this data into SQL Server by using SSIS. So I am back to my SSIS tool, and here we are going to use Foreach loop container. Okay, so after dropping this container, we are going to right click on it and click on edit. Here you can see we are going to in the collection of property. In collection, here you can see enumerator, that is for each item numerator. So we are going to change it as a for each area.net schema Rowset enumerator. And in the connection section we are going to click new connection. So I'm going to delete everyone existing one and create the new one. Here in connection manager you can see we have multiple providers like .NET providers, SQL client data provider, then there is a .NET provider for OLEDB. So here I am going to choose Microsoft Office 12.0 Excel Database Engine OLEDB provider. Okay, then in the file section I am going to choose my file path, that is, and here now. So in the all you can see extended property. So I am going to pass Excel 12.0 and then you can see here I'm going to test it. It is right. Then going back to in the connection property and click on okay, and in the schema section you can see there is a assert, so we have to change it as a tables. Okay, in go to the set restriction, so we are going to read table name, the value of 0 1 2. So in the variable mapping we are going to use 2 to get the table name, that is your Excel sheet name. In the variable mapping, so we have already created a variable where user where sheet name, index of this sheet name is 2. Click on OK button. Now you can see in the variable section I am going to create a new variable, that is where file path, and the value of the file path is of this. It is correct now. So we are going to drop and skip task. Okay, here we are going to read the sheet name from the Excel file. Here right click on it and and we are going to pass our variable, that is our sheet name. Okay, and we are going to click edit script. So this is our script window. Here we are going to use string str sheet name. Then we are going to read dts dot variables, then variable name, then value, then we are going to convert to string and semicolon. Okay, then we are going to show this sheet name with the help of message box dot show. Okay, then we are passing our str sheet name, semicolon of it. Then we are going to build our code window. Now it has been done, then close it. Okay, click on OK button. Now we are going to set this package as a startup object. Now I am going to execute this. First of all, I need to close my file. Okay, here you can see departments is coming with dollar sign. Then next is employee. Now project. Now you can see we are able to build a connection with our Excel file and able to get the sheet name as well. So here we need 3 DTS, that is data flow task, one for employee, one for department, one for project. So here what we are going to do, we are going to put our data flow, that is for employee. So what we are going to do here, right click on the precedence and click on edit. Then here constant options, evaluation operations. So we are going to choose expression and constants. And then value should be success. Then go to the expression window. In the expression window, what we are going to do, we are going to check if our Excel sheet name is employee and it is end with dollar sign. Then it should be execute. Click on evaluate, then that is false. Okay, the same for, we are going to rename it as a DFT employee, and that's another one we are going to choose for department to drop another data flow task. This is for department. So rename this DFT, then department, and we are going to put the check condition on the precedence, that is expression and constant, both should be. And then in the edit section, in the variable section, the sheet name should be department and with dollar sign. Okay, one thing is here we are going to put as a default value in our variable, that is department, right? Now in this section we are going to do, we are going to drop another data flow, that is for projects. name of the data flow is projects. So we are going to put another condition for precedence constants editor, that is expression and constant, and here we are going to put sheet name equal to project. Then evaluate expression. Okay, now our configuration for variable and connections for Excel file has been done. Now we are going to execute this. Yep, that is for department, you can see, then employee, then projects. So each data flow is ready to load the data into SQL Server. So we are going to create a new connection for our SQL Server. So here going to OLEDB connections, and here we are going to create a new, going to choose our SQL connection. Okay, so I am going to select my server name. Okay, it will take some time to fetch all the available servers on your local machine. So here we are going to select our database, that is demo database, and click on test connection. So it has been succeed, and I'm going to save my password. Here you can see the provider, that is native OLEDB Microsoft OLEDB provider for SQL Server. Now click on OK button. Now our connection is ready. So I'm going to rename this connection as a SQL destination. Okay. So I'm going to click on DFT employee. Here what I am going to do in this DFT employee, I am going to select my source assistant. Source assistant is my Excel, so we can directly choose it from source. Okay, in this Excel source, what I need to do here, so just click on edit, and in the Excel connection manager, now there is nothing, so we are going to use new, and the source path, and we are going to choose SQL Server 2010, and browse the file path, that is in the sources, that is employee data. Okay, and we have already selected first row has column names. Okay, and the data access mode, you can pass it table name or view name from variable, and you can pass the variable name for sheet name, or you have another option table or view, then you can choose the sheet name as well. So it is for employee, so we are going to choose employee as well. You have both options. In the columns you can see employee ID, employee name, and salary. Okay, so we have 3 columns in this schema. Click on OK. Now if you want to see the output, then we are going to use row sampling here, and in the row sampling section we are going to connect our Excel source to row sampling like this, and between them we are going to enable our data viewer. Enable data viewer, and I'm going to execute this. So here first of all department, then employee, then it will show all the data in employee Excel sheet, and then project. Okay, now our data is coming from that specific Excel source. Okay, then we are going to choose our destination. That is, our destination is OLEDB destination. Okay, there's two options. You can build a table on at runtime, or you can create this table before build your data pipelines. So I am going to remove this and then connect my Excel source to OLEDB destination. Here I am going to choose destination and then create new. It will give you all the schema by default, which is coming from the metadata. So here I am going to convert it as a int, then tbl employee. Click on OK. Now you can see we have created a table at runtime, and we are going to mapping all the columns, and click on OK. Now I am going to execute this package again. Department, employee, project. Okay, so I am going to my SQL Server Database. Here in the demo database, in the table section, we have tbl employee, and I am going to select this table as a new car window. Now we are going to execute this command. Here you can see all the data we have in our Excel file is now available in your database. The same thing we are going to apply for department as well. In the department section, we are going to choose our Excel source, and in Excel source we are going to choose our table as a department. Okay, and in the column section you can see department, department name, department ID. Click on OK. Then I am going to choose my destination, OLEDB destination. Okay, double click on it, and then this is available. Now I want to fill this data in SQL Server, so I am going to create a new. So I am going to call this table as a tbl department. Click on OK button, and in the mapping section they are already mapped. Click on OK button. The same thing I am going to do with my projects as well. Here I am going to choose my source as a Excel, and then I am going to select my Excel sheet as a projects. And in the column section you can see project ID and project name. Then I'm going to choose my destination is OLEDB destination, and in this section I am going to connect my Excel source, the project Excel sheet to, and here we are going to create this table again, and that is tbl projects. And here we are going to do some changes in data type, that is project ID is as int, and in the map section. Okay, now in the mapping section you can see input columns and destination column. Input columns are coming from Excel sheet, and destination column are coming from your database table. Click on OK button. Now our package is ready. Now we are going to execute this package again. Here you can see that is department, employee and projects. Okay, now go to our database. Here I'm going to refresh my tables again. So here you can see employee and department. So I'm going to select all the records from department table, and the same I'm going to select my records from project table. Now so you can see it is very easy to read data from multisheet Excel file. If they have different schema, so we are going to put some conditional checks in our control flow with the help of precedence to align with the specific data flow task for the specific Excel sheet. And here you can do you can create your schema in your SQL Server Database before creating your data pipeline, or you can create them as a runtime. It depends on you. So guys, I believe, please like, share and comment if you have any question, any doubt. So we are here to help you. Thank you for watching us.